Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Saw a video of Chloe yesterday down at the Drake ice sculpture.
Oh, yeah.
Picking up pieces with her bare hands.
Yeah, it's fine. What's the worst that could be on that ice?
Pee, drugs, poop.
Feet. Crackheads.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that,
tongues.
actually.
Yeah. Anyway, how you feeling? You okay?
Yeah.
No side effects so far?
No, and I have
No?
my piece of ice in my freezer.
There you go.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to keep it and then sell it in a few years.
For how much?
Stop it.
Well, it depends.
Stop it. You and Maury can discuss your profiteering off ice later.
More than 20, I can tell you that.
Harry Styles and Zoë Kravitz are engaged after 8 months of dating, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
So congratulations to them, I guess. The Michael Jackson movie is kind of playing out exactly how you thought it was going to as far as reviews go. So right now, if you have any thoughts about Rotten Tomatoes, right now it is sitting at 40% critic rating, 96% audience rating.
Oh.
Wow.
So the fans have come out to try and defend it. We've seen this happen before with other movies where the critics have just said this is an absolute piece of trash. And then the fans of those hardcore, IPs or series or whatever it is, they come out in droves and they defend it, where it's this polar opposite, right? So
Yes.
what we're seeing is that, fans, if you're a Michael Jackson fan and you don't want to get into any of the nasty, negative, you're going to love it. If you're a movie fan and you want an actual retelling, honestly, of the story, you want the truth, you're going to hate it. But Michael Jackson's son, Prince, who is... Because Paris Jackson, not involved, wants nothing to do with it. She actually doesn't even like the idea of this movie happening, has separated herself from the entire thing, and has made her opinion very clear. Prince Jackson, on the other hand, very much involved and very happy with it. And this is Prince talking about his dad, as well as what it was like seeing his cousin Jafar Jackson.
I think that my father is probably one of the most misunderstood people out there, and I hope that you get a glimpse into the life and the cause and effect that made him who he was. I know when I finished reading the script early on, for me it felt like a culmination of who my dad was, because I had heard these stories growing up that he had told me himself or that other family members had shared with me, and to see it packaged in a way with it's like a beginning, middle, and end, it made me closer to the story in a way. Also, just having the benefit of reliving it with my cousin on production or in production on set was a really, honestly, a therapeutic experience, and one that I'm eternally grateful for. The first time that I saw him in person in his hair and makeup was really an emotional shock, because I had not seen my father in a long time, and to see him, Jafar just embodied him and brought him back in that moment. And it was difficult to maintain and keep composure, because I really just wanted to give him a hug in that moment. But I had to tell him, like, Jafar, I'm proud of you. You're going to do great, but I need to take a little step outside.
And Coleman
Very
Domingo,
well spoken.
what's that? Yeah, sure. He's gone through it, those kids, man. Coleman Domingo and Nia Long, also in the movie, they were doing an interview, and they brought up the fact that the movie does not touch on any of the child molestation allegations.
The film does stop in 1988.
Yes.
Several years before the first child molestation allegations were made. And, we live in an environment now where we take survivors of sexual abuse, we take their stories very seriously. What would you say to folks who see this and they're like, you know what? they whitewashed that part. They didn't even include that part. How do you reconcile your performance with that?
I think the film takes place, from the 60s to 1988. So It does not go into the first allegations in 2005. Right. So basically, we center it on the makings of Michael. So it's an intimate portrait of who Michael is. So it really just
through his eyes. Sorry.
Through his eyes. No, I'm saying through his eyes, truly. Yeah. So that's what it is. So that's what this film is. And there's a possibility of it being a part 2 that may deal with some other things that happen afterwards. This is about the making of Michael, how he was raised, and then how he was trying to find his voice as an artist and be a solo artist. And then the movie, that's what I have to say about that.
But it sounds like there may be a sequel.
Could be a sequel.
There could be.
It could be. We don't know yet.
The price is right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now, I understand that because remember the story came out that they, for some legal reasons, they couldn't put any of that stuff in, but it turns out that the movie actually finishes, smart on their part, in 1988 because the allegations came out years later. But, let's not forget, though, the thing is that in 1990, right, which was not far away from 1998 or 1988, but in 1990, Michael Jackson was having children sleep over at his house in his bed. Right? The allegations happened later, but I rewatched some of that Martin Bashir interview, even though he's a terrible guy, but I rewatched it yesterday where Michael Jackson was talking about how beautiful it was to sleep in his bed with children who were not his children. Yeah. Right? Beautiful, calling it beautiful. It was wild at the time. If you haven't seen it yet, though, John Mulaney, I'm not a huge John Mulaney fan, but John Mulaney did an interview with Bubbles. Have you seen this yet?
The monkey?
The monkey. But it was a guy dressed up as Bubbles sitting in a chair, and he pushes buttons, and he has a Stephen Hawking kind of voice thing. Oh, no. And it's Bubbles is hysterical in this, and he's like, did you ever feel that you were, exploited in all of this? And then Bubbles is like, has anybody ever flown you to Fiji? Right? Bro, it's so good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to get to Post Malone real quick because people are pointing out that Post Malone's voice has changed and he has more of a kind of southern twang, drawl now, whatever you want to call it. So these are a couple of fans asking Post Malone if he will ever go back and do a rap album.
Are you ever going to go back to rap? Are we ever going to get a rap album again?
He was never a rapper.
No.
He's a musician. Not for a long time.
Well,
we like the country, right?
We take
you want to sign up for me?
I tell you what, we've been in the studio working very, very hard.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Damn! I love you so
and
bad.
And there's a lot of awesome and that's all I can say.
Okay, I guess it's just that's all I can say. So here's Post Malone. I don't know what year this is from, but here's how he used to sound.
This is from last year.
Oh,
when he's
last year.
performing his country album.
We've done every album here.
Really? Because so much was done at the cave.
We go and cut super rough stuff in Nashville and then come back here.
I
Completely
guess.
changed.
And then let's go back even further. 6 years ago.
As everyone probably knows who knows me, I'm the biggest Bud Light advocate in the whole universe.
You really are, besides my dad. My dad just lived on Bud Light for years.
And, we did one last year, and we came out this year and with Sublime as the band, and Fat Joe came out. And
I can't believe that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's not in the same world, Maury, our resident voice expert. It's not in the same world as the guy who played Elvis, right?
Oh, not even.
Okay,
Austin.
You want to sign up for me?
I tell you what, we've been in the studio working very, very hard.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Damn! I love you so
and
bad.
And there's a lot of awesome and that's all I can say.
There's a lot of
it's the last part. Is that all?
Yeah. I think he has a voice that he uses when he talks to fans.
Probably
his interview voice.
Yeah. Also, I think he's a little drunk.
Yeah.
Little? No. Watch the clip. He's a lot of drunk.
Is he?
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A lot of fans who are trying to get Toronto Tempo tickets. This is the WNBA team. Were shocked yesterday because they vanished off Ticketmaster.
What do you mean?
So
their first game is May 8th.
I know. So a lot of tickets have been sold. But yesterday in Ontario was the day that the new legislation kicked in where resellers are not allowed to sell the tickets for more than face value plus service charges and taxes.
Oh, shoot.
So all the resellers were notified and they pulled all their tickets and they all got a note saying you can re-upload and try and resell because Ticketmasters is complying with the new legislation. And so everybody who was on the Ticketmaster resell portal had their tickets pulled and then now they can upload them, selling them for face value plus fees, service charges, and taxes. So it's interesting though because they're playing most games at a smaller arena, the Coca-Cola
Coliseum. Yeah.
Coliseum. They're playing a couple games at Scotiabank where the Raptors play. That's where they're playing Indiana.
Okay,
Clark,
big game. Yeah,
sold out.
Oh,
completely,
of course,
completely sold out.
Yeah, and then I think they have games in Montreal.
Yeah.
And then they have games in Vancouver, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Ticketmaster right now. Everybody's like freaking out.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The NHL draft last night. NFL draft last night. My bad. Fernando Mendoza wound up going number 1. Here's how that went down.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
He became the 4th person ever to win the national championship, the Heisman Trophy, and then go first overall in the draft. He's projected to sign a 4-year, fully guaranteed deal worth $54 to $57 million. The deal includes a substantial signing bonus of over $36 million with a 5th-year team option. Here is why the NFL is untouchable as a sport. With their fans, everything. There is no sport on earth that could do this. Okay. Did you see the draft last night?
No.
It was outside. It was outside. They broke an attendance record for people who showed up to the draft.
Wait, where did it happen? Where was it?
Outside of the stadium.
It was in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. They broke a record for people showing up to the draft to watch kids get drafted.
Okay.
320,000 people.
What?
Stop it.
The previous record was 275 2 years ago in Detroit. Pittsburgh did 320,000 fans at the draft.
That's why football, man. I'm football fans, bro.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hailey Bieber doing an interview talking about how all that went down with Billie Eilish at Coachella. And when Bieber was doing One Less Lonely Girl, he used to bring up a girl on the stage and sing to her and give her a flower. And this time at Coachella, it was Billie Eilish, who has always been, all this new stuff is coming out this week too about Billie Eilish and how much of a Bieber fan she was when she was little. And they met at Coachella. But the sort of like person, the mastermind behind all this was actually Justin's wife.
It was incredible. I mean, we love Billie so much. Like, we adore her, couldn't love her more. And I just thought it would be so full circle to have that happen at Coachella since they met for the first time at Coachella. And I had been thinking about this idea for months and to see it come to life.
Oh, so this is a Hailey Bieber orchestration.
I had been thinking about it for a while. I thought it would be a really fun idea. So to see it come to life and to see it happen, obviously, like, we told her in the moment. And she is just like the best sport and the best woman. And I couldn't love her more, truly.
I'm glad they did that.
It'd be weird to be friends with somebody who their childhood crush was your spouse.
Yeah,
right? Like she would like write love songs about him and everything else. Like that would be a weird dynamic, I guess. But I guess if I mean she's only known fame. Her parents, she comes from a famous family.
Yeah.
Like I guess she gets it. But it sounds like they got a great relationship.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Has Spotify really been around for 20 years?
Yeah, dog.
Is that the deal?
Yeah.
So Spotify released a couple of lists here of their most streamed artists of all time and their most streamed songs of all
Drake
time.
on there for sure.
Drake is number 3 on the artist list. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me Kendrick is higher than Drake. There's no way.
Kendrick is not even in top 10.
Suck it.
I can guess who's probably number 1.
Taylor Swift, is that what you're going to guess?
No, I was going to guess Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny's number 2.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Swift number 1, Bunny number 2, Drake number 3, Weeknd number 4, Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Billie Eilish. Oh, look at them at 6 and 8 or 7 and 8. Eminem, and then down at 10 is Kanye. Mocha, you want to take a shot at the most streamed song of all time? The most streamed song of all time on Spotify.
Don't tell me it's Despacito.
It is not Despacito.
Is it Justin Bieber Sorry?
It is not Justin Bieber Sorry. I'm going to see if there's even a Justin Bieber song.
Is it One Dance by Drake?
No.
It better not be not like us. I'll lose my stuff right now. Don't say it's Kendrick. I'll be so mad right now if you say it's Kendrick Lamar. Oh, it's got to be a Taylor Swift song.
Nope.
Bro, don't do this to me.
Katy.
Is it Firework by Katy Perry?
No.
Is it Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us? Why are you playing with me right now?
And The Weeknd.
Oh.
Sorry, I pronounce it different. Sorry. That was my bad. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Oh, okay.
Shape of You, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Something called Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood.
Yes.
That's number 3.
That's shocking.
That's
and
crazy.
This is most streamed on Spotify.
Yes. And
of all time.
Starboy by The Weeknd.
Love it.
Madonna?
No Madonna. Harry Styles, As It Was, is at number 5. Someone Like You, Louis Capaldi, is at number 6. Sunflower, Post Malone at number 7. One Dance. There you go, Drake. Down there, Ed Sheeran, Perfect, and then Stay, the Kid Larry and Justin Bieber.
It's Kid Laroi.
Oh, that's what it is. Sorry,
Larry.
Sorry, I think it's the Can the Weekend and Kid Larry.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto beat Cleveland, and Toronto beat Cleveland over the weekend. First, let's start with the Raptors.
Batted away, CMB. Struce doesn't go. That's going to do it. The Raptors even the series at 2 games apiece. The Raptors take game 4.
And they kept saying during the game, too, you only need to win by 1, right? Like, it doesn't need to be a blowout. You only need to win by 1.
True fact.
And it pretty much came down to just about that. Toronto Blue Jays beating Cleveland 4-2 yesterday as well. So not a good day for Cleveland. You know what I mean? Dan Mori over the weekend catching up with George Springer. George Springer, I didn't know that he grew up with a stutter.
Oh, no idea.
But he is a part of George Springer's MVP Camp Say, and Say is S-A-Y. It's the Stuttering Association for the Young. He's doing a lot of great work with kids who have speech impediments and stutters. Here's Dan Mori with George Springer.
George Springer, congratulations on an absolutely amazing game today. Talk to us a little bit about what's happening here today with the bowling charity.
Yeah, it's an event for kids who stutter. It's to raise some money, to help kids to go to Camp Say. It's a place where kids who stutter or have some sort of speech impediment can go and be around kids who have a very similar thing to them.
Now, a lot of people may not know, but you grew up with a stutter. So is that why this was important for you to sort of give back?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a cause that's very near to my heart. I know firsthand experience what a lot of these kids are going through and will continue to go through as they get older and, progress into kind of the adult life of the world, right? So, it's obviously something that I was very, very fond of, and I'm glad and, hope I can help anybody I can.
I love that.
As the Jays, of course, went to Game 7 of the World Series, this happened right after the Raptors took Game 4. Here's George Springer on the Toronto Raptors.
George, last question for you. The Raptors just won, tying the series 2-2. What do you want to say to all the Raptors going into Game 5?
Game 5. I mean, keep going. It's fun to watch. You get everybody in our clubhouse's support. It's awesome to watch, man. It's great to see.
Love it.
I love that. He's a good guy, huh?
He is. He's really nice.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Michael Jackson movie, despite the brand new allegations of sexual assault. So
what? Hold on. Wait,
yeah, exactly. So
brand new.
So yeah, brand new. So there was a family that previously defended Michael Jackson back in 2010 when they did an interview with Oprah. They've now suddenly changed their story and now claim that Michael sexually assaulted the 4 of them in a brand new lawsuit. But despite all that, and despite the terrible reviews for the film, you knew this was going to happen. Michael debuted with 97 million domestically, 217 globally. That is the best start for a biopic of all time.
Wow.
Smashing the record by Straight Outta Compton, which did 60 million on its opening weekend, and way above Bohemian Rhapsody, which did 51. It's also the second biggest debut of the year, behind the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It is also the biggest hit for Lionsgate, the company behind the film, in more than 10 years since the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
Wow.
And if Michael continues and hits the 700 million worldwide, which it absolutely will, Michael will become one of the studio's biggest films of all time.
Wow.
So nothing was going to keep the Michael fans away.
So
and
sequel, yes?
Well, no.
Absolutely. You don't want a sequel.
You don't
That'll
want that
ruin
sequel.
everything that this did over the weekend.
This is what they avoided.
Yeah, it was all all Michael Jackson fans. Like when you look at what happened on social media over the weekend, especially opening weekend, it was all the fans
and
that went to see.
They made the right movie. And I know Paris Jackson was very critical of this, saying that it's not true, right? Like the movie, there's no truth to the movie. It is just fan service, basically, right?
Yeah.
And that's her opinion. That's why she didn't want to be involved in it. Not that she wants to take down her own dad, but there is a truth to that story. And they did not make that movie. They made a movie for the people who don't care and will never care regardless. And man, they showed up. $217 million in one weekend.
Somebody sent me this message saying lots of people were dressed up. Sorry, by the way. This is somebody who went to the movie over the weekend. Lots of people were dressed up as different Michaels at the theater as well. From old to young, lots and lots of T-shirts were being worn.
Some people are pissed because they're in theaters where people do get up and dance. And then some people are pissed that they're not in theaters where people, because they sort of want that experience. But there's so many videos of like people just sitting in the theater as the movie's playing and a guy is doing full choreography like on the floor in front of them.
Right, ain't your movie, dog.
Like it's but like I don't mean like go up and do like one kind of spin or moonwalk. It's the full number.
Full music video.
Yeah.
Full thriller.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm into that. If you're a fan, a passionate fan, you know the moves.
Because if you see, like, if that's what you want, right? Because you know what the movie is before you go in, right? Like, I think that I might be disappointed if I didn't get a guy dressed up dancing as Michael in my screening, right? Yeah. That might piss me off.
You stand up in the middle of the movie, dance, you idiots!
Yes. Oh yeah, that'd go over well. Dance.
Oh yeah.
Nah, bro.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
I mean,
woke culture can be coming from me, dog.
I mean, if I dressed as Joe Jackson, maybe it would be appropriate. Right? Give me the switch. Michael, go pick a belt.
Oh, man. I'm getting PTSD from my own dad.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Adidas shares shot through the roof today after they fitted Kenyon's Sebastian Saw with their new super shoe. And he became the first person over the weekend to run a marathon in under 2 hours at an official race.
Oh, yeah?
He was wearing the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 3s. This is the first time they've done sub 2 hour marathons before, but never in an official marathon or an official race like the London Marathon was. It's been like something that people have been trying forever is to try and get under 2 hours. And he did it in 1 hour. Let me just find the thing. He was 1 hour, 59 minutes and 35 seconds.
Ooh, wow.
So he just came in under it. He eats bread and honey for breakfast and runs 150 miles a week to train.
Wow.
Then he ruined the shoes by writing his time on them in Sharpie.
So after the race, he held up the shoe and he wrote WR for world record and then sub 2 written on it. And he beat the previous record. The previous record was 2 hours, 35 seconds, set back in 2023 in Chicago. They say the super shoe, Adidas says that they were using innovative foam and carbon-plated soles and an ultra-light component, and the super shoe weighs just 97 grams, which is 30% less than their previous shoe that they gave to runners, and improves running economy by 1.6%. So it's apparently a super shoe. It's the new thing when it comes to long distance running.
I guess I didn't think the shoes made that much of a difference.
Make a huge difference.
Yeah, wow.
A huge difference. Just the weight of that, taking weight off and making it. I mean, I don't know what they do for performance. I'm not a marathon runner, but this guy seemed to love it. Like he won and he held up the shoe.
You all buy the? Wait, hold on.
Are they ugly?
Oh, $3 bills?
Yeah,
I ain't paying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll wait till it's on sale.
How much are they?
$300.
$300? Yeah.
It seems cheap for shoes.
Thank you. It's a super shoe.
I mean, I only spent $60 on mine, but that's still it seems cheap.
I don't care if I'll wait for a super sale.
Yeah. All right.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Madonna made a rare late night appearance at the Abbey Club in Los Angeles, which is the Pink Pony Club, a.k.a. the Abbey, the Pink Pony Club from that song.
In WeHo.
And I guess it was like just before 1 a.m. and it was a bunch of DJs. And then Madonna came out in a corset and a veil and started singing over top of some of her tracks and talking to the crowd.
Don't wait, take it. Don't wait, take it. Don't wait.
Bro, why that place sound empty?
Take your freedom.
Okay. I see you, bro.
Here we go. Another clip.
Okay,
Okay, it doesn't sound that empty then. Okay, I don't understand what's going on.
Here's a new song. All right.
Okay.
And one more, please.
Are you ready? Are you ready for your mother?
Your mother?
Yeah.
Your mother.
Your mother. There wasn't a lot going on other than her just kind of like riffing on the mic, right?
But everyone that was there said that it was the best night of their lives.
Mark Malkin from Variety said, I got threatened more than once with violence. I saw a woman pour a drink over a man's head. Wow. The shoving and the pushing, it was insane. People were losing their minds. At one point, I looked at two people arguing and said, please stop. Madonna wouldn't want this. We are here for joy. They kept fighting, but was it worth it? Totally. There's also another great moment where I guess she brought out Addison Rae, and Madonna at one point handed Addison Rae the microphone, and Addison Rae gets up on a speaker and she starts yelling at the crowd. And I guess she had the microphone a little bit too long, and Madonna is like pawing at the microphone to get it back. Right? It's like super embarrassing. She's like trying to get the microphone back, and Addison Rae is just like pretending like she didn't even see her.
Yeah,
she's just like doing her thing.
Give your mother back the microphone right now.
Mother. But I guess it looked like everybody had a really good time down there. Yeah, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jonah Hill was doing an interview, and he was talking about smoking weed with Rihanna and how Rihanna's weed is just different, and she's got like the good weed. And he said that one of the people that he had with him that was smoking Rihanna's weed, the weed was so strong, his friend pooped.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like the weed was that strong it made the friend poop?
Yeah. He said she pooped.
No.
Yeah. Like I don't want to do that.
No.
Right? Like I don't want to do that. That's not fun.
Yeah, no thanks.
Even for the story. It's not fun. Like even for the story of like smoking weed with Rihanna, like hanging out with Rihanna. Rihanna's weed is like she's got some good weed. Like how good? Like make you poop weed?
Yeah, no.
Right?
That doesn't sound like a pleasant evening.
That's not that's not fun, man.
Also, how many times? Once?
I imagine.
Or like throughout the night. Like what if you're like smoking weed all night with Rihanna?
I don't know.
It's like a few times a night?
And you have to know probably it came out with a cough, right? You know, she was probably smoking and then coughed. Right?
Yeah. And then you're like, I sharted.
Yeah. Like it was probably that.
Oh no.
You think Rihanna knows? And it's like, haha, joke's on you.
Well, I don't think the weed is engineered to make people poop.
No, but she knows, like, when she gives people this weed, that at some point they're going to have to excuse themselves, and you know exactly why.
But I don't know, because maybe Rihanna is just like she's used to smoking with people who handle that kind of weed, right?
Yeah,
like, I don't think she's worried about it. That's just like her everyday weed. You
Good
poop.
for you, Rihanna.
No, not good for you, Rihanna. That's not fun. Nobody wants that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's kid, 20-year-old Moses Martin. I guess he's getting into the music game. Do you want to hear an acoustic track? I don't understand young singers, man. Young singers, there's a lot of like, I don't even know if it's not mumbling, but there's a deliberate enunciation issue that they have where I think the cooler way, like if you want to sound cool, you don't pronounce words. I think that's the thing, right?
I understand.
Here's Moses doing a cover of the Strokes, "You Only Live Once."
Some people think they're always right. Others are quiet and uptight.
Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Others that seem so very nice.
This is kind of like mumbling, right?
Yeah.
Inside they might be sad and wrong. What? How 29 different interviews.
What's he saying?
Only 7 that you like. How finding ways to see the world. Oh, and 20 ways to start a fight.
It's gonna be enough.
He's a great voice, so why are you mumbling?
Yeah, there's a thing.
I kind of like it.
It's a style.
It's
He
calming.
even close his mouth fully.
I don't know. He's got some of that. He's got a mouthful of that Rihanna weed. He's holding something in.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The suspect arrested in the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday has been identified as Cole Thomas Allen, an L.A. area man who appears to be a Caltech grad working as a part-time teacher and game developer. Officials say that he traveled across the country to perpetrate, quote, as much damage as he could. He was actually staying at that hotel. Like, he checked into the hotel, walked down 10 flights of stairs with a bag that had a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives. This is the Washington Hilton Hotel. Dammit Maury talking to Alex Mickelson from CNN, who was in the ballroom.
Do you think that this was targeted towards Trump or just shots fired to sort of, I guess, scare everybody?
It certainly seems like it was targeted towards Trump based off of the manifesto released today by law enforcement indicating that he was trying to kill the president. And I think he was trying to take out anybody who would get in his way of doing just that, which is a terrifying reality that, those of us who were in that room could very well have been shot if he was able to get, just a few feet more and through those doors.
And yes, the manifesto. So he did write and leave a manifesto. Donald Trump was on 60 Minutes last night where they brought up a quote from the manifesto.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. God, yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me.
Oh, please.
I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But
anyway, so we'll skip 2B Mocha and go to 3 here. So a lot of the videos from inside the ballroom after, like when it was announced that they sort of got the guy, but everybody was still down. And when they were trying to clear the ballroom, it was still early in the evening. And there's so many videos of the journalists and guests that were in the room that on their way out were grabbing just bottle upon bottle of wine and champagne and just like not letting it go to waste.
No.
All of them. Everybody, like arms full of all the I mean, it was like everything was
People got
just
no shame?
corked. No shame. Here is more with Dammit Maury from CNN's Alex Mickelson.
Did you get to eat any of the food?
All we got was the salad, and they were just about to serve. So I hope that food went to the homeless or somebody, because there were literally thousands of steak and lobster meals.
Oh my gosh.
That went uneaten. I had to go straight to work, so I was hungry and tired, but grateful to be alive, and grateful that everybody else was unhurt as well.
There's a video of an older guy who was on the floor, and he reaches up as he's sitting on the floor with a fork and like scoops a big thing of mashed potatoes like off his plate, and then the arm comes down, and he eats it. Yeah.
Wow. Not gonna let them taters go to waste.
Everybody took the booze.
Wow.
Former President Barack Obama said this: although we don't yet have details about the motives behind last night's shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, it's incumbent upon all of us to reject the idea that violence has any place in our democracy. So there you go with President Obama.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a landmark new study, and this is why science matters, people. This is why you listen to the science.
Okay.
According to a new study, salmon exposed to cocaine swim farther than salmon who don't do cocaine.
Okay. I could have told you that without a study.
Thank you. So cocaine use, as we know, is on the rise worldwide. The UN reporting an estimated 25 million people use cocaine in 2023, and it is increasingly found in our waterways. And researchers took 100 wild Atlantic salmon in Sweden and exposed a portion of them to cocaine and then tracked their movements. And what they found was that the fish on coke traveled 1.9 times farther per week than their non-cocaine using counterparts.
My question is, did they get the fishies off the coke after?
Well, that's a terrible thing, right?
They die.
Yeah.
Probably.
Now they're jonesing and...
Like, why would you do that to them? Poor salmon. They didn't have to be hooked on coke.
Researchers have warned...
You don't have to do research on that.
that the pollution of waters by common drug poses, quote, a major and escalating risk to biodiversity. They said, our study shows that drugs are not only a societal issue, but also a concrete environmental challenge. So
I feel bad for them salmon.
Yeah. Well, you know.
If you cook the salmon when it's on coke, does the coke still have an effect, or do you cook it out?
No, you would cook it out, I think. Yeah. It doesn't last that long, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. But,
poor little fishies.
Yeah, but I wonder how they did. I guess they just they dilute cocaine in water, and then they just
they put it on lines and let the salmon do the lines.
Like they just rub a little bit in between the gills, right?
They definitely put it in the water.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they have noses?
I don't know. Yeah, of course they do. But I think that you
I think they're supposed to sniff the cocaine.
Yeah, or they could just keister it too, right? I guess.
Oh no!
I don't know how you do it. I don't know.
Poor fish.
I don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new study, we are talking way less. So just in general, as people, in 2005, they say the average person spoke 16,632 words every day. Mm-hmm. By 2019, that had dropped to 11,000. That is a 28% decrease between 2005 and 2019. We're all speaking less words. Obviously, a big reason for this is a massive shift in technology, partially because we're doing a whole lot more texting, I guess. They say that they are concerned about this trend because when you talk to somebody, it requires you to pay attention to what the other person is saying, formulate a response, and control your physical reaction, all within milliseconds, where when you're so used to texting, it gives you time to think. We're no longer thinking on our feet. We're no longer able to respond in the moment because we're all doing so little face-to-face talking, especially negotiation or arguing or settling differences. So much of that now happens on social media that people are becoming incapable
God, you're using too many words here.
Having those conversations face-to-face. So
text it to Maury, okay?
Yeah, I will.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Channing Tatum's really going through it. He's in his feelings.
happened?
Because Zoë Kravitz announced the engagement to Harry Styles, right? And of course, Channing Tatum and Zoë Kravitz were engaged. They were together for 3 years.
But isn't he some next thing now?
I don't know, but it's still, I don't know. It sucks. So he posted a poem on Instagram yesterday. Yeah, he did.
Why are you laughing,
Why are you
Chloe?
laughing?
It's just really stupid.
This is why guys don't share their feelings.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you mean it's wow, I can't really stupid?
All women ever say is they accuse men of holding it in and not sharing feelings and everything else, and a guy is heartbroken and he posts a poem and this is the response. Look.
Your ex is happy, whatever, and you decide to post a poem online about it?
Yes, because he's hurt.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the poem is about divorce.
Okay.
The poem is called My Brain and Heart Divorced by John Frodel. The poem reads this. My brain and heart divorced a decade ago over who was to blame about how big of a mess I have become. Eventually, they couldn't be in the same room with each other. Now my head and my heart share custody of me. I stay with my brain during the week, and my heart gets the weekends. They never speak to one another. So that's the poem.
Wow. You are savage as hell.
I was like, what is the point?
No rhyme scheme or anything.
No, not all poems rhyme, Shem.
I know, but damn.
Anyway, so Channing Tatum just turned 46. Maureen, out of your top 5, especially after the poem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's an ick.
46.
Yeah, it's an ick. God, man.
The poem is great.
Feelings.
He doesn't look hot anymore.
No, that's too bad. They split in 2024 after 3 years together, calling off their engagement. So shout out to Channing Tatum and his broken heart. Feel for the guy today.
Chloe still thinks he's a simp.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, Mocha, if you have a food craving, like if you get a food craving that hits hard, is there a specific time of day that you usually get your immense food craving?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. for
This
you.
is based on the time that I wake up.
Okay.
During the day. For work during the week.
fair,
Because I'm up
fair.
at, into perspective,
Yeah.
I'm up at 2:15.
Okay.
Right? So
What
by
time-
11 a.m.
What time do civilians normally wake up? Like if you got a normal job.
Like 6 a.m.?
Like 6 a.m.?
6 or, yeah.
Okay, so do the math on that. Let's say you're regular folk.
Yeah.
And you wake up at 6. What would that math be?
Like 2, 3 o'clock.
2, 3 o'clock. Shemi, what time do you start cravings? Like, what's your biggest craving? Like, if you're like, I am starving right now, I'm going to cave.
Probably about 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Damn it, Maury.
2:30.
2:30. Chloe,
Your cravings are in the morning. Mine are at night.
which like, so that's your biggest craving time is what time?
Yes,
What
at
time?
like 10 p.m.
10 p.m. They say, according to a massive
Wait,
poll,
what's yours? What's yours?
everybody hits. I only get hungry when I have dinner, which is like 8:39.
Okay.
The biggest craving for foods hits at 3:42 p.m. So Mocha,
Yeah.
you are like right on, like right in and around there.
Yeah.
when
Because you're in
most
between
people-
meals,
Yeah.
right? Still doing stuff.
Yeah, and they say that 57% of people give in within an hour. So you can't hold off. Like even if you're like, oh, I'm going to try and wait for dinner, you have to have something.
Oh, that's me.
You do, huh?
I have to have something.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Get a piece of fruit or something like that.
A fruit?
Yeah.
What kind of fruit you have in the house?
All kinds.
Do you?
Yeah, like apples, oranges, kiwi,
Hold on, wait a
mango.
second. You just keep that in the house?
What?
Yeah.
Like
else
you
would
just
you put
like
it?
you
Food.
just have kiwi in the house.
Yes.
We
No,
have
you
stacks
don't.
of kiwis.
No, you don't. Kiwi's something that shows up on the list when somebody needs one kiwi for a specific reason.
It
You
makes
don't. You
you
don't just.
go.
You don't just buy kiwi to have kiwi.
Kiwi's good for you, man.
But you don't just have it around the house.
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
Yes.
Really?
Not everyone just eats apples.
I do.
You eat
just-
just
who-
apples?
Every
Wait a
day at
second.
2:30.
Wait a second. So you're telling
got
me
bananas.
you're telling me if I go into your house,
Yes.
right, and I'm rooting around for something,
Yes.
I'm going to find a kiwi just there. That doesn't have another purpose. Like if I ate it, your wife's not going to come out and go, "Oh, I was saving that for this thing."
Well,
No?
I might say I was saving it for this thing.
But they're just there though.
They are.
They are.
You will find 3 kiwi in the fridge right now.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I trust you.
Is that weakness, Ross?
Well, like, why would I lie?
I don't know.
Sue me. I have food in the fridge.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's weird to have like that much fruit in the house. I think like to me, fruit is like when it like Catherine will always say, "Get me 2 bananas."
2?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Buy a bunch at a time,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I used to, but now she doesn't eat that many bananas.
Oh.
Or Rox will be like, I need 1 passion fruit.
it?
Or I need one. What are those things with the seeds?
Apples?
No.
Grapes?
Oranges?
No.
The things with the seeds.
Yeah.
Oh, pomegranate.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I guess because Anna Wintour, her exit from Vogue, and then Jeff Bezos and his wife Lauren Sanchez as honorary co-chairs for the Met Gala, the tickets aren't selling.
What?
And it's looking like this may be the first year in a very long time where you don't have that normal buzz about the Met Gala, which is celebrity prom. You see it every year, the red carpet, everything else. I had no idea how much it costs to buy a ticket to the Met Gala. Do you have any idea, Maury?
It's thousands, no?
Thousands?
Like
75,000.
For one ticket?
It's $350,000 for a table.
No.
At the Met Gala.
Unless you're an invited celebrity, right? Like the celebrities don't pay. That's
No,
important to know.
Yeah.
Where does the money go?
It goes to the Costume Institute.
Yeah. It's it's like a charitable thing, nonprofit, I guess. I don't know, but I had no idea because it's coming up too. It's on the 4th, May the 4th. But $75,000 is what they were last year, with $350,000 for a table.
So invited celebrities don't have to pay.
Yeah.
And then after the gala is over, then it's open to the public to go and see that year's installation.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
So back to my question.
Yes.
Invited celebrities don't have to pay.
They don't. However,
who has to pay then?
Okay, so
because we always see like
Yes.
Kim Kardashian and
so
Brad Pitt and whoever.
So the people who do pay are like the Armani table.
Understood.
Right? The Chase Bank whatever table, the BlackRock, like all of those, like the there's a lot of people in the fashion world and I guess like the finance world who are fronting a lot of the money. A lot of big donors to the museums, like a lot of this kind of stuff, right?
Okay. The Roz Weston table.
Thank you. Yes. And they pay that money because you're partying and having dinner with like Lady Gaga, Kim Kardashian, and like
You can't get near them.
Well, no, but you do actually. It's not a segregated event.
Yeah, if I'm paying that much money, damn right I want to go have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, like
One of them rich celebs.
Totally. Yeah, like it's not like they're walled off at all at that place. So anyway, I don't know what's going to go on with that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Shannon Elizabeth, who was in American Pie, if you remember, earlier this month, she announced at the age of 52, the day after she announced her divorce, she announced that she was going on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
And now, after her first month on OnlyFans, insiders are saying that she topped 7 figures.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh.
In the first week.
Yo!
Shem, is that because of you?
Now, they said that over half of that was earned through, you have to explain this to me, somebody. They said over half of that was earned through direct messages to OnlyFans users, while tips and posts accounted for the rest. What are direct messages
How did that work, Shem?
to OnlyFans users?
Well, I surmise that in order to contact her, quote unquote, directly, you got to pay. And that's probably what it is.
Is he accurate, Maury?
Yeah, in order for the message to actually send, you have to click pay.
Okay. And how much is that? Does it vary?
Yeah, you can
by
set your
person to
own
person?
$5, $10, $20.
How much did you pay, Shem?
No comment, sir.
Come on, Shamroy.
The rest is through tips and everything else.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Josh Gad, who is one of the co-writers and producers on the Spaceballs 2 movie. Again, this is Rick Moranis coming out of his long retirement to play Lord Darkhelmet. And a lot of people very excited to see Rick Moranis back on the big screen. Here's Josh Gad on his love for Rick.
It's just incredible. And Moranis, I'm just so excited. Rick and I were supposed to do a sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And
what?
When? It's interesting. A couple of years ago, we were in pre-production. The movie was going, then this little thing called COVID happened. And then we were supposed to go again, and scheduling interfered. And then one thing led to another, and the opportunity to do a sequel to Spaceballs came up, and I wrote it and I sent it to him, and I was thrilled that he said yes. And I think he is so unbelievably brilliant in this movie, and I'm so excited for him to have a coming out party again, because he deserves it, but the world deserves him.
Wow. I love that. You know, after Spaceballs now, the sequel, they're going to have to do, now that Josh Gad said this, they're going to have to do a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know. You think Rick Moranis is going to have like another run at Hollywood?
Nope.
At all?
No.
This is it?
I think so.
Spaceballs 2 and that's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro.
I think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm sure he's
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They did Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. They did Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Right.
So what else would they do?
I don't know. The same thing what they do with the Fokker movies. Honey, I Shrunk the Grandkids.
Oh, sure.
Right? Like
yeah.
it's you just sort of follow the family tree down, and he just keeps shrinking everybody, right?
I Shrunk the Neighborhood.
Yeah, there's that show on. You watch that show at all? Where
His Little Wife.
Yeah, what's it called? My Miniature Wife. Is that the name of it? Have you seen this show where the guy shrunk his wife?
No.
And he's a weirdo. And he built her like a replica of their house, but in a dollhouse version, and he keeps it in their house.
Okay, psycho.
So yeah. So she lives in like a replica version of their house, but only it's in their living room of her normal house.
Yeah. Is the show about
Elizabeth Banks and Matthew McFadden?
Yeah, it's Elizabeth Banks and Matthew McFadden from Succession.
From Succession.
Yeah.
Wait, so does he try to like figure out how to?
He's a scientist.
Get her back to normal size again?
No, because
what a terrible husband.
He's trying to become a great scientist, so he's trying to shrink things. And I think
that's your wife, man.
I think that once he gets, I don't know, the fame that he needs, maybe he'll make her big again. Anyway, but I think that what happened was the guy at work that she had a flirty relationship with just shrunk himself.
Oh, take that, Tom.
Yeah. So I don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jimmy Kimmel was on last night and addressed the calls now from especially the First Lady, Melania Trump, for him to be fired after the joke that he made the other night. So the White House Correspondents' Dinner was happening on the weekend, and we know that there was an assassination attempt where they got the guy who was in court yesterday. Shotgun, gun, knives, tried to run in. Normally at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, as you've seen in past years, they bring in a comedian to sort of roast the room, right?
Okay.
You saw this with Obama and Bush. They did all this stuff. And then oftentimes the president will go up and then he'll sort of like roast the room as well, right?
Sure.
So this year they did away because Trump skipped the last couple. And then this year they did away with the comedian and they brought in, he's like a mentalist that you see on social media all the time. Super entertaining guy.
Okay.
But anyway, he was the sort of entertainment as opposed to the comic. And so Jimmy Kimmel on his show last Thursday did a fake roast. So he was there in a tuxedo and he was just playing video of people where he's like, oh, so-and-so is here with us and so-and-so is here with us and Melania is here with us. And this is the joke he made about Melania.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
Right. So a bit harsh. I mean, and then I say this only because this is now the third assassination attempt on Trump, right? So like the death joking, you could understand why a wife may be a little offended by that. But Jimmy Kimmel last night on his show came out and said this.
5 nights ago, it was a pretend roast. I said, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at her, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow, which obviously was a joke about their age difference and the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I've been very vocal for many years speaking out against gun violence in particular, but I understand that the First Lady had a stressful experience over the weekend, and probably every weekend is pretty stressful in that house. And also, I agree that hateful and violent rhetoric is something we should reject. I do, and I think a great place to start to dial that back would be to have a conversation with your husband about it, because...
So that was Kimmel's response. We talked about the one guy in the room during all of this who at first it looked like he was on the floor because everybody was told to hit the deck. Secret Service and the military guys, the cops came in. They told 2,600 people in that room, and they were told to all sort of hit the deck. And there was one guy that you could see that would just like reached with his fork and was still taking food, like a big scoop of mashed potatoes off his plate.
Like you didn't hear?
But when you watch the video again, he's actually just crouched down, but he is still in his chair while everybody else is on the floor. And they found the guy, and the guy's name is Michael Glantz. He's actually an agent at CAA, Creative Artists Agency, which is like one of the biggest talent agencies in the world.
Okay.
And he went viral because he was still eating. He said this when they asked him about it. He goes, "I'm a New Yorker. We live with sirens and activity happening all the time. I wasn't scared. There are hundreds of Secret Service agents hurling themselves over tables and chairs, and I wanted to watch. First of all, I have a bad back. I couldn't get on the floor. And if I did get on the floor, they'd have to bring in people to get me off of the floor. Number two, I'm a hygiene freak. There was no freaking way I was getting my new tux on a dirty Hilton floor. It's just not happening."
That's so New York. I love it.
And I know Dammit Maury, when he talked to that reporter from CNN right after the event happened, one of the questions that they brought up is what happened to all the food and did they actually get to serve dinner? And he said, no, we were still on salad.
Yeah. It was like steak and lobster.
When all of this happened. Well, apparently the 2,600 dinners that were supposed to be served at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, they apparently like freeze wrapped them. The steak and lobster and sent them to two local shelters for abused women and children. The Hilton said food from this weekend is being donated to our local community partners, and the remaining produce items were composted and will be sent to farms for agricultural use. So that's what happened to all the food, because I know everybody wanted to know that.
Good.
That's a lot of steak and lobster. 2,600 people?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm glad it didn't go to waste.
Is reheated, frozen, already cooked steak good?
The best way to, I mean, it's very controversial, but if you have leftover steak, the only way I ever eat leftover steak is I take it out of the fridge, I put it on the counter, bring it up to room temperature. That's how I eat it.
Yeah.
Maybe throw it under the broiler for 2 seconds to heat up the outside. But as soon as you put it in any heat, like a microwave, it's cooked. Like it's done. Done.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ariana Grande announces a new album called Petal.
Nice.
In the caption, she revealed that she co-wrote and co-produced it with a longtime collaborator, Ilya. It'll drop July 31st.
Nice.
Saying that Petal is, quote, something that is full of life, about growing through the cracks of something cold and hard and challenging. So, and the cover art for the album is very sort of just subdued and dramatic. It's nothing flashy. My father-in-law, the other day, I don't know what he was doing online.
Oh, God.
I don't know what holes I don't know where he was.
Dark web?
No. He sent an article that was about, I think it was like, I don't even know, like 2011, 12, 13 or something like that. When we interviewed the guy from that donut shop. Do you remember that video from years ago when Ariana Grande went in a donut shop with her friends and started licking the donuts and putting them back on the shelves?
Yes.
So he found that story of us interviewing the guy.
Like he went looking for it?
I know. Why?
Popped
Why?
up.
It just, I don't, this is what I'm saying. Like, how deep do you have to go to find us interviewing? And then, of course, I just sat there with Roxy and we just watched the Ariana Grande donut licking video.
Oh, no.
Honestly, looking at it with 2026 eyes,
yeah,
it's way worse than it was then.
Is it?
Way
worse now? It sounds bad.
Way worse now. The fact that somebody would do that, like, could you imagine now somebody like walking into like in 2026?
Bro, that place would be shut down.
Well,
Wouldn't you get arrested?
Well, yeah, but because the problem was that if you remember, he got downgraded from an A health rating to a B health rating because of it, right?
Yeah.
So like she screwed up his business, but you would be dead. You would be dead as an artist. You would be dead if you walked in there and started licking the man's donuts and then sticking it back on the shelf. But if you go back and watch that video now with like 2026 eyes, it's really bad. And I get you're a kid.
Wait, so what did you say to your father-in-law?
I didn't. Catherine wrote it back.
Oh,
yeah. They were going back and forth.
Yeah,
on it.
That's your side of the family.
I didn't even remember having that conversation with the guy. I barely even remember the story until he sent it to me.
Do you even know who Ariana Grande is?
Barely. I'm reminded over things like this.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Trey Savage made his Blue Jays debut last night, pitching 5 1/3 innings. Did a great job. Jays over Boston 3-0.
Savage, I think he's looking at John Schneider saying, really? Really? Things are going pretty well out here, Skip. But that is going to be the end. Savage has the baseball. And, he got some pretty loud ovations in October, so I'm not sure this is going to rival that. But he's about to get a pretty good one right here. And with good reason.
Yeah, Savage.
There you go. And people ate a lot of hot dogs again last night, apparently. I don't know. It was a monster number, like in the 80,000s or something.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Enough glizzies.
Bro, I don't know. It's a crazy number of hot dogs that they eat at that place on Tuesday nights.
Shem, you read that game, right? Is that why the number is?
No, wait, come on, man.
It's $2 hot dog night, right? During the Jays games.
No, isn't it Looney Dog?
Oh, is it Looney?
A Looney.
Is it Looney? Oh, my God.
Well, plus tax.
Yeah, so it's Looney. So it's Looney Dog night, and that's what they try and do.
Well,
like every.
Cole, you're not going to call it $1.15 night.
No.
Well, that's the reality.
No, I remember.
With the taxes.
I remember Toonie Tuesday at the movies, bro.
I wish that was a thing.
Yeah, remember that? Go to a movie.
Good times.
For
$2?
$2 to see a brand new movie.
Yeah,
like
good
they didn't
times.
even restrict. Like you had to go see an old one.
Yeah,
it was a brand new movie.
Good times,
$2.
You can't do that now.
Is there anything you could buy in a movie theater for $2 now?
No,
not at all.
Coffee.
Really?
For $2?
No way, man.
No
I don't
chance.
think so.
No chance you can get a coffee for $2 now. I mean, if you're right and I'm wrong, I'll apologize, but I don't think there's anything in the movie theater you can get for $2.
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
In Buffalo last night, it was the Sabres versus the Boston Bruins, and they sing "O Canada." Did you know they sing "O Canada"?
I had no idea.
Yeah, so they do. So in Buffalo, regardless of whether there's a Canadian team playing or not, they sing "O Canada." And a lot of it has to do with the ties between, it's so close. Like you can see Canada from where they play in Buffalo.
Yeah, what's up?
And they started doing this years ago because when the team launched, over the years, the amount of season ticket holders that are actually Canadian in Buffalo has been like 30-40%.
Oh wow!
Over the years,
That's
it's
a high number.
fluctuated.
Wow.
It's fluctuated, but it's been as like as high as 40% of their season ticket holders were Canada. And also Buffalo Sabres, they spell Sabre the Canadian way, not the American way. It's R-E, not E-R, right? Because it was a Canadian guy that won the contest when they did the what are we going to call our team way back when, right? It was actually a Canadian guy. So they always do that, and it's great, and they do it whether there's a Canadian team or not. But last night, the anthem singer, her mic started going wonky, and the crowd in Buffalo, even though there's no Canadian teams, stepped in.
Oh, Canada, our home and native, hatred, love.
Oh no! So we get her a mic.
With glowing, we see.
Go get the backup mic.
What's strong and
Oh, poor girl.
I know.
from far and wide, okay.
Wow.
And on God.
Yo, 36 seconds in, they
Yeah.
got to hand her another mic.
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
poor girl.
Thank you.
Gloria.
Okay, you're in there, right, Roz? You're at that game,
bro,
and the crowd starts singing.
Yeah.
You joining in?
Me?
Knowing
Oh.
that her mic is cutting out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I think you have to. But that's a Buffalo playoff game crowd with no Canadian team.
Yeah, she also handled that like a pro.
Right?
Well, yeah, you keep going.
Just kept going.
Yeah.
I know.
I saw some reaction
I know.
from angry Americans being like, Canada would never do that with the U.S. anthem.
They wouldn't.
Also saying things like, Canada boos our anthem.
We do.
So, guess what? We also named your team.
Could you imagine though the backlash that would happen if there was a like Toronto Vancouver hockey game and they sang the Star Spangled Banner before it?
Oh.
There'd be fury. Oh
Yeah,
fury.
for sure.
Fury over that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, Ed Sheeran has shingles. Oh,
no.
poor guy. So he wrote on Instagram that he's got a lot of new beginnings in his life, like he shaved his head, because I guess he does that when he wants to start over with stuff. He says, I've had shingles for the last month, and I would not recommend it. Ed, I would not recommend it either. I had them in my eye.
Oh, no.
But he said that he's on the mend now. As we know, shingles is a viral infection, and it's if you've had chickenpox and you were a kid, it'll lie dormant in your body, and then it can come out when you're an adult, oftentimes when you're later in life, like around 50, and it's just a really super painful, blistery rash.
Oh, no.
But yeah, you weren't. I don't even know if you were alive when I had shingles, Chloe.
Probably not.
But I had them in my eye. My eye.
God.
Yeah. So Ed,
It
man,
burns, right?
Oh, it's the worst burn. I feel for you, Ed. I really do, man. Shingles is the
When
worst.
you close up, you get the shingles.
No, don't make a
Maybe
song
I'll
out
write
of
a song
it.
about
No,
it.
don't make a song out of it.
I'm not.
Nobody wants to hear a shingle song.
I was singing the shivering song, right?
Roz has shingles.
No, stop it.
Did you imagine the Razamoka remix?
No.
I got the shingles. Yeah, I got the shingles. I got the shingles. Ouch, the shingles.
It
The
burns.
shingles.
It burns.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
King Charles and Queen Camilla were in Washington, D.C. yesterday doing a whole bunch of stuff. He and like Trump, I don't know what they're like behind closed doors, but they love each other in public. It's crazy.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
The best friends?
Here is Donald Trump talking about how much his mom was a fan of Charles.
She really did love the family, but I also remember her saying very clearly, Charles, look, young Charles, he's so cute. My mother. My mother had a crush on Charles. Can you believe it? Amazing how, I wonder what she's thinking right now.
And everybody's trying to point out the age difference to find out if it was weird. Trump's mom was 58 when Charles was, I think, 18 or 19 or something like that. And then King Charles in Congress coming in hot with the jokes.
The founding fathers were bold and imaginative rebels with a cause. 200.
Yo, let a man get the punchline.
250 years ago, or as we say in the United Kingdom, just the other day.
Charles with the jokes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern
is replacing Helena Bonham Carter on White Lotus.
Wait, what?
So Helena Bonham Carter was cast on White Lotus.
Yes.
Then they started shooting White Lotus. And she was let go or walked away. I don't know. But
she left on creative differences.
Well,
She wasn't
I think it sounds like she was let go because the quote from Mike White was, the character which Mike White created for her did not align once on set. So I'm thinking that they realized she was wrong, but maybe gave her spin on saying she was the one that walked away, because why would you walk away from that?
Now we get Laura Dern.
So, and she's not playing the character that Mike White wrote. So he wrote her a whole new character while they're filming with like the storylines and everything else. Like, to me, that sounds like a monumental job, but that's what's happening. So Laura Dern.
That's what ChatGPT is for.
Thank you.
Thank you. Laura Dern, how you doing?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Barry Keoghan on with Little Dicky and Benny Blanco on their podcast, Friends Keep Secrets, talking about how he dipped from all social media after the breakup scandal with Sabrina Carpenter.
I came off Instagram, on social profiles. I stopped going to events. And again, it's because, there was a narrative out there that was never really sort of even spoken on, a narrative that's not true, and I never confirmed or said anything about it. And, I just disappeared.
So I guess what happened was that he broke up with Sabrina Carpenter. The rumor was that he cheated on Sabrina Carpenter with an influencer named Brecky Hill. And then Brecky Hill said that she's never even met him and only ever seen him on television. But then the Sabrina Carpenter fans came out of the woodwork because Barry also has a kid with another woman named Alyssa Sandro. And then everybody was calling him a deadbeat dad, right? So it was just ugly all around. Like, it was a terrible. When those hardcore fans, like the Sabrina fans or the Taylor Swift fans or the Beyonce fans, like when they come after you, it's life ruining, right?
They want to end your life, your career.
They do. And he really, really, really went through it, which is, and it's odd because he's never been like a real big out there sort of brash, loud guy. Like,
no, not at all.
You've never really known anything about him. It's not like he had this ego that was public and you kind of got sick of. Like, he's a mystery, but yet he dated Sabrina Carpenter, and then they broke up, and then all hell broke loose. And, you know,
we've all seen him naked.
And we've all seen him naked. Did you see him naked, Mocha? Did you watch Saltburn?
I did.
You did? At the end? The dance? You watched it with your mom, right?
No.
You didn't? I thought you did.
No, I watched it with my wife.
Oh, I thought you watched Saltburn with your mom.
Oh, that was somebody else, bro.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
I have very vivid memories of you talking about
that was somebody else who used to work here, man.
Watching Saltburn.
Didn't we talk to your mom about it?
Yeah, I thought we talked to your mom about it. No?
I watched it with my wife.
I remember having a conversation about Barry Keoghan's wiener with your mom.
Bro, why you gotta say that, man? Nice.
What?
Yo, we're 2 weeks away from Mother's Day now. How you gonna just?
Yeah, I know she's gonna get a DVD from me because I know she.
Lord have mercy.
Thank God you said DVD. As soon as I heard the, I was like,
duh. She's gonna get duh.
On Mother's Day.
What better day, right? What better way to show mom you love her?
Amen.
Okay. Anyway, next.
Sony.
I freaking hate you.
Oh, she likes masks. She'll love this story.
God damn it, this is happening.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sony Pictures is apparently moving forward with a mashup of a film. So this is based on a graphic novel that Quentin Tarantino, I guess, was one of the co-writers on. They've hired the screenwriter who did Mystic River and LA Confidential, and the film will not be directed by Quentin Tarantino, but the film is going to be Django and Zorro.
Wait, like Django Unchained?
Yes, and Zorro, the guy with the mask and the sword.
How are they going to make that work?
They did it in a comic, apparently, and people loved it. So they went to them and said, hey, can we make a movie version of this? And Tarantino was like, yeah, go for it.
So they're going to get Jamie Foxx back?
I don't know.
For Django?
I don't know.
And who played Zorro?
Antonio Banderas.
That's it. Yeah.
Right?
Banderas.
Like, do they go back and like get Antonio Banderas and Jamie Foxx?
Yes.
To me, those two would be amazing
You have to.
in this.
That's the only way to make this work.
Right? That's what I thought too. But the guy who wrote LA Confidential, he's a big writer. But anyway, so now I'm very much interested in Django and Zorro.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The owners of a $1.6 million house in Hudson, Quebec are suing their previous owners for $425,000 after discovering that a home intruder had been stabbed to death inside their home back in 2020. The lawsuit alleges that the previous owners failed to disclose the death on their seller's declaration. I didn't know this about Quebec. So years later, when the home was for sale, on the seller's declaration, the previous owners answered no to the question, has a violent death or suicide happened in the house? So that's the question on the declaration. Has a violent death or suicide happened inside the house? They said no. So
was it written in English or French?
The coroner said that when the man broke into the house, one of the homeowners grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed him about 10 times. Wow. And he tried to escape, collapsed near the front door, and was pronounced dead in the hospital. Now, the original seller's listing agent says this. The seller's declaration accurately described the incident. It would have been incorrect to indicate that a declaration that the intruder's death occurred on the property, as no evidence supports such a conclusion. So because the guy got stabbed inside the house, stumbled through the door and collapsed on the doorstep, and then they put him in an ambulance and he was pronounced dead at a hospital, they think that they don't have to click the box, has a violent death or suicide happened in this house.
Well, guess what?
I got some news for you.
You need to say what happened.
Like,
You stab up a man and then he
Bro,
died.
That is the finest of hairs you're trying to split.
It's a loophole, though, kind of.
Please.
The person technically didn't die in the house.
No. You put that on the declaration.
Yeah.
Okay. If a guy breaks in and you stab him
Violent
up,
crime is in the.
it's not.
I said
it's
violent
not
death.
Violent
Oh,
death.
violent death.
Violent death or suicide happened inside the house.
That's still, man.
Okay,
Yo.
but the stabbing all happened inside the home. He just happened to collapse on the front doorstep while he was trying to escape.
I'm with the homeowners.
And then he was pronounced dead. Of course,
I need to know that
They
information.
didn't die in the house.
you have to declare that. That's craziness.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ted Lasso is back. They announced season 4 will premiere August 5th on Apple TV. Here's a little bit of the trailer.
Welcome back, Coach. Thank you, sir. Too bad you're coaching a bunch of girls, you old wanker.
FYI, the ETA is ASAP, PP. As soon as possible, pretty please.
So season 3 ended with Richmond defeating West Ham and just missing out on the first place in the Premier League. And then Ted went back to the U.S. and then I guess now he's back because he's coaching the women's team that the organization has now launched.
It looks like all the fan favorites are back as well. Roy Kent.
Yeah, they're all there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Right. Shem, Hannah Waddingham.
There we go.
Coach Beard.
Can't wait.
We don't see Nate, though. Did we see Nate in the trailer?
No, not in the
I think I saw
trailer.
Nate.
The
Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie, we talked about this yesterday, that she joined OnlyFans a week after she announced her divorce. And, And in one week on OnlyFans, and I think she's 53, I think that's how old they said she was. In 1 week on OnlyFans, she made over $1 million. And here is Shannon Elizabeth in her own words talking about what the experience has been like to Entertainment Tonight.
I can verify that the reports are true that have been out there in the headlines. My manager the other day, he said, "You've now made more than American Pie, Scary Movie, Love Actually, he named one other, all of them combined." Last time I looked, there were over 4 million views.
Wow.
And there were 300,000 subscribers, I think. OnlyFans, it's for anybody and it's for any content. People can do what they want on there. They have their own curated page where they get to share a part of their lives. And that can look like however you want it to look. For me, I'm still kind of exploring. It's really new for me.
Is there anything off limits?
I don't know yet. I don't know what I will and won't show in the future. I think we're going to figure that out together. I never expected this to happen. My fans have been absolutely incredible and supportive, and I am so grateful for it.
But at some point when you're famous like Shannon Elizabeth, like you live a different life on OnlyFans. And at some point I think you have a responsibility to just be like, hey, listen, I'm different. Okay, I was in American Pie. I fell on hard times. I got a divorce. Money's tight. And so I'm going to go on there and not do kinky things because my fans will pay for stuff. You as a young girl who's 17, doesn't want to go to college thinking that you're going to be a superstar on OnlyFans and make $23 million. You're not going to do that. Right? Like I think there's a responsibility for somebody like Shannon Elizabeth to do her best while profiting off OnlyFans to steer young girls away from OnlyFans.
In a different direction.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think that you have
she's
that
thinking about
responsibility.
All them zeros she sees rolling in.
This is the problem, though, and then this is all they hear.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Simone Biles, who I love a lot,
she's the best.
She drops some truth on what it's like to sort of live that life where you're out at galas and red carpets. So she had an event to go to, and she needed to get red carpet ready. So when you need to get red carpet ready, you got to hire your team that's going to get you red carpet ready. And she breaks down what it actually costs for that one night.
So I just recently had a red carpet event with the stylist fee, hair and makeup team. My grand total, any guesses? I'll wait. Yeah, $22,000.
Oh my gosh.
For one night.
Actually 23, but I just want to know, what is that? Oh, just lint. I just want to know.
Yo, that's wild.
Is that normal? But baby, if that's normal, and I get inflation, like I get prices these days have gone up, but if that's the new norm, y'all can have it. Y'all will never see me at another event. I'm gonna save my ass right here.
Yo, 23
grand to get her glam squad together for one night. That's a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
A crazy amount of money.
No,
and she wears like half a dress, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's so tiny.
But do you think like makeup is like 15 grand? Hair is
That's
like
crazy though.
Like I've seen contracts for exactly this.
I know, but in what world? Yeah,
that's
Just do your own makeup.
15 grand.
Yeah, why can't you just do her own
Because they usually people will pay to have a makeup person for you.
Yeah, you have to have the squad, right? You gotta have the squad.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Lisa Kudrow doing a interview where the story when Matthew Perry died, his lawyer had wondered what was going to happen to his residuals that he still gets from Friends. And and at the time, the number thrown around was $20 million a year.
Wow.
Is what he was still making. And Lisa Kudrow just did a new interview where they asked about that. She didn't come out and say it, but they asked about it, and then she did not deny it. So all these years later, it's looking like that cast from Friends, who started off making like 22 grand an episode and then negotiated that historic deal for $1 million each. Part of that deal still, I guess, covers streaming because it's an old school deal. They are still in 2026 pulling in $20 million a year each.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Raptors lose.
Cavs just have to get it inbounds. They get it into Schroeder, and that's going to do it. The home team has won the first 5. Cavaliers will take a 3-2 series lead up to Toronto.
There we go. 125-120 was the final score. I guess Ingram got hurt, didn't come back for the second half. Scotty Barnes got poked in the eye at one point, and then I guess hit in the thigh at another point. So we'll see how he's doing.
Turn into WWE all of a sudden.
Toronto Tempo lost to the Connecticut Sun in a preseason action at Coca-Cola Coliseum.
It's okay. It's just preseason.
It's all right. Nobody's worried.
We're not
it's
nervous.
Okay. Looked great though.
Yeah,
crowd was super into it. Court looked awesome.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, the design looks great. Yeah, man, looks really good.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Have you watched any of Benny Blanco and Little Dicky's podcast at all?
No,
it's really like they just really talk about sex a lot.
Ew.
But like not normal stuff.
What do you mean?
Like,
it's funny though. It's very
it is funny. It is funny because Lil Dicky's not a normal guy, right? Like, did you ever watch his show?
No. Only what I know from like what you've said.
Yeah.
Like you've explained scenes and
which I found the show hysterical, right? I know Catherine found the show hysterical.
I think you watch that show, right?
Do yeah, absolutely.
Like
Dave is the show you're referring to.
Dave, yeah. Like it is. It's wild. You have to have a certain taste for things.
Okay.
Like that sort of language and the way somebody likes to live a life.
Got it.
But Barry Keoghan was on talking to those guys yesterday, and they went back to Saltburn and the naked, because the big scene in Saltburn, well, there's a couple big scenes in Saltburn, that movie. It ends with Barry Keoghan dancing through this giant mansion naked. And a lot of people were like, hey, is it real? Was it scripted? Like, how did that all happen? So here's Benny Blanco, very fascinated with Barry Keoghan's wiener.
You're ass naked in a movie. First of all, that's your real
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good That scene was, it started, like, the dance scene, it started with clothes, you know, in the script. And I just wanted to kind of, and Emerald wanted to make it more sort of like ownership. You know, when you dance around your place and you get out of the shower, like you listen to music and you're naked and we all do it.
You were just like, yeah.
You weren't nervous?
No, because I think if it was just true in there randomly, and I think this is the thing where, you know.
It did make the movie.
Yeah.
It's like the most important, everyone,
You know,
it's like the most viral thing I remember when it came out.
It is. But it's also, it's getting cold as I go along those corridors. And
so does I got to rewatch it. Does your penis change size throughout the
Is the continuity good? You know what I mean?
I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah. When's the last time you got out of the shower and danced around naked? Honestly.
Yesterday.
What were you dancing to?
I was dancing to Madonna. Oh. The new Madonna.
God, can you imagine that? I'll imagine bones clinking.
That sounds like pots and pans.
Yeah, like you know when you break pasta.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Right? Like that's what I imagine Maury dancing sounds like, but only wet.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
King Charles, was still in Washington. I guess maybe they're gone now, but I know Camilla was out with Sarah Jessica Parker and Anna Wintour yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. They're doing a whole thing. King Charles still telling jokes. He lit up Congress with one joke on his first day, and I wanted to play this one as a follow-up.
This said, our French friends can feel equally at home with a glance at a map. Indeed, you recently commented, Mr. President, that if it were not for the United States, European countries would be speaking German. Dare I say that if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking French.
Shots fired.
Do they have to laugh that loud because it's the king?
Of course you do.
You want them to start yelling off at their heads?
Jesus.
If you don't laugh?
I'm laughing because he's the king.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, I love these every year. The Social Security Department down in the U.S., they always compile the list of the popular baby names, what people are naming their kids. Because my kid Roxy told me the other day that one of the teachers, in sort of a moment of seriousness, tried to call her Roxanne. Thinking that was her name.
But it ain't.
And she's like, it's not my name. Because most people just assume that when she says her name is Roxy, that her full name must be Roxanne. And she's like, it's not. So she gets called Roxanne, when people are trying to be
Was the teacher being serious, though?
Yeah, it was just a moment of sort of seriousness kind of thing, right?
You want me to talk to the teacher?
No. A couple things that you should know, though, and that is in the good old US of A, the name Maverick is now more popular than the name Thomas.
Wow.
The name Genesis is more popular than the name Sophie.
Okay.
The name Nova is more popular than good old Grace. Fastest rising girl name is Iceland.
What?
Icelynn.
Okay.
The fastest rising boy name is Truce. Truce.
Yeah, come on now.
Halo and Honey are also moving up the charts.
Wow.
Messiah is now more popular than Patrick. The most popular name in 1993 was Sarah. Now it's 95. Also, what was once a very, very popular name among children was Donald. Donald now ranks 672nd.
Oh, damn,
in the
Donald.
list. Wow. Wonder why.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Have you been following the story of these scientists that have died and gone missing in mysterious circumstances that are all tied to military rankings and research and UFO stuff?
No.
Yeah, there's a crazy there's 11 to 14 individuals. Many of these people, they say, were scientists, researchers, or high-ranking military officials with ties to sensitive aerospace, nuclear, and UFO research. And they're not tied together. They're just individuals that had been working on things, and they're dying. They're turning up dead, all these people.
Turning up dead?
Yes. Yeah. It is a crazy. The FBI launched an investigation because it started off as a conspiracy, and then 3 more people died a couple weeks ago. And then they brought it to, I think somebody brought it up at a press briefing at the White House. And they were like, yeah, we've seen this story. So I guess now the FBI has launched some sort of investigation.
Oh my gosh.
But it's crazy.
It's a movie, bro.
So they asked Trump yesterday about, because he had always said, even before his first term, that he was going to release UFO stuff because he had said that, people have seen things that, it's unbelievable. So they brought it up again, and whether Trump is going to be releasing UFO, I guess, information.
Do you have an update on the UFO files and when we're going to be seeing those?
Well, I think we're going to be releasing as much as we can in the near future. For some reason, and I guess it's just a reason that's been in the minds of people for a long time, that is they want to find out about the UFOs and anything having to do with UFO or related material, and we're going to be releasing a lot of things that we have, and I think some of it's going to be very interesting to people. I've interviewed people, my first term primarily, but I interviewed some pilots, very solid people, and they said they saw things that you wouldn't believe. So,
wow,
yes. Want that. One thing you don't want is apparently there are talks in the early stages over at Amazon to bring back The Apprentice.
What?
But obviously Donald Trump can't do The Apprentice, so
He can in a few years.
They're looking at Don Jr.
Aw. Nobody wants this.
Because The Apprentice originally started without celebrities, and then it morphed into a celebrity show.
Yeah.
But originally, it was just like regular people who were like small business owners and that
Sure.
kind of thing. There's no way they could do a celebrity version of this.
No.
There's no
There's no
like,
celebrity that would want to be a part of it.
No.
There are D-list celebrities that would absolutely sign on.
Yes, but not enough that it's going to draw ratings, though.
No.
Right?
They might tune in for the chaos, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying,
Like Celebrity Big Brother does very well.
Well, no, but Celebrity Big Brother isn't tied to Trump, though. Like, I'm not saying celebrity things don't do well. They always do well, but I'm saying who's going to want to do this show, right? Like Scott Baio, one season, like those
Kid
kinds
Rock.
of guys.
Kid Rock.
Kid
Yeah.
Rock,
God,
right?
Andy Dick.
Like, yeah, Andy Dick. And why we watch him OD 3 or 4 times during a season? Poor guy.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Oh, I got to play you this clip of this kid, man. There's a 4-year-old piano prodigy, a guy named Michael Girgis, a kid. And just so you know, because I know when we say like 4-year-old and whatever else, I'm going to show everybody in the group chat right now a picture of what a 4-year-old actually looks like sitting at a piano. Okay, so just so you know. Sarah, just send it to the group chat. Like very, very little. Like 4-year-old is a little tiny person. And I guess at 4 years old, he's from the D.C. area. He's going to make history as one of the youngest musicians ever to perform at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, no, he's
So here's a little.
Closing his eyes?
He closes his eyes when he plays. So here is a little clip of Michael Girgis playing. Think about how small a 4-year-old's hands are, and he's like playing this.
I know. Like he's got to reach between the white and black keys.
Yes. Like it's crazy when you watch him play. The best part of all this, though, is they did an interview with the kid and his family. So here is a 4-year-old Michael Girgis.
I like playing music, but I like only playing piano and nothing else. You have to work hard so you'll get more money.
Yes. Oh, man, you know.
He's going to be so rich.
You know. This kid knows he's only 4.
Work hard so you'll get more money.
Facts, kid.
And in the article I was reading, they're like, and he's only been taking lessons for a year. And I was like, that's not surprising. He's only 4.
How do you get that good in a year?
So some people just gravitate towards things. It's wild.
Plus, them little brains at that age, they absorb everything.
They do.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Well, I don't know how old Kris Jenner is, but she looks dynamite lately. She had that facelift, which was just out of this world. She looked great. It was great work.
She started looking like Kim for a hot minute.
Yeah, and then the stories came out that she was then pissed at her plastic surgeon because they said that her facelift started to fall. Oh, no. And I don't know what that means, but it sounds drastic. But Kris Jenner on with Khloe cleared all that up.
The headline right now is that I hate my facelift, and I'm furious at my doctor, Stephen Levine, which couldn't be further from the truth. It's a flat out lie. I love my facelift. I adore my doctor. I'm obsessed with him. One of the most talented, amazing men I've ever met, and somebody who really put his heart and soul into what he did for me and what he does for any other patient that he has. He's the nicest man in the world.
nicest man.
With
He
the
really
biggest
is.
heart.
It's $100,000 apparently for that facelift. It's a different world, huh? When you get down into that, like California, Calabasas, super famous. Like think of it like that's the way she's talking about the guy that did her facelift, right?
They
like
do
that,
lunch together.
that much love.
Sounds
He
like you're talking about her priest.
Thank you. Like yes. Like he puts his heart into it, right? Like that's a wild thing. And not only that, but talking about a facelift. Like there was a time where if you got something done, you would never say anything.
No, you go
And
into
now she's
hiding for
like,
months.
Oh, Michael Levine, he's just the best. This guy puts his heart and soul into it. And then there was one point in the interview where she was like, and I could tell you all the names of the people that he's done that love him so much. And Khloe was like, no, no.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Meryl Streep really got the bag for Devil Wears Prada too, because when they originally approached her, she loved the script, knew the movie was going to be a hit, and then said that she was interested if you double the offer. And they immediately doubled the offer.
You need her.
You have to.
You can't.
There's no way. So some of the reviews are in right now for Devil Wears Prada. But again, look at the Michael movie. Do reviews actually matter when it comes to if the audience is going to show up or not? I don't think for a movie like Michael, and I don't think for a movie like Devil Wears Prada. Variety says in almost every way it falls short. Deadline says it is underwhelming. The Wrap says it doesn't have a coherent theme and it never makes the convincing argument for its own existence. Hollywood Reporter says it's fun to see Streep, Hathaway, Blunt, and Tucci back in these roles, but this is a flimsy story with diluted conflicts that strains for substance and mostly falls short. So again, is that going to matter too? They're calling it The Devil Wears Zara, by the way.
Poor Zara kept it straight.
I know.
What do we do?
And quickly before we go, more than 20 years after the release of The Devil Wears Prada, Leslie Freemer, who is a celebrity stylist, says that she was the real-life inspiration for Emily, who was played by Emily Blunt in the movie. She was Anna Wintour's assistant. She was her first assistant, and she actually was the one who helped hire Lauren Weisberger, who would go on to write the book. She said that she first found out about the book when in 2003 she got a call that Anna Wintour wanted to see her in her office. She says, so then I went to her office and Anna said, who's Lauren Weisberger? And I said, she was your junior assistant. She's like, well, she wrote a book about us and you're worse than me. Leslie goes on to say that the book felt like a betrayal, adding, I probably was not very nice and I probably was high-strung because I felt like I was having to do her job as well. So for me, that was really frustrating. I think she was probably just sitting there writing a book and not necessarily taking the job as seriously as I did.
But she wins in the end. Lauren wins.
I guess so.
Spoiler alert!
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.